Hello everybody, welcome back. I have another video for Not2Shabby. So my last video was using the Birthday Chicks by MFT. I'm bringing that back and I am playing with the color challenge again. If you missed that video, I will link it in the description box below. But this time I'm using the antique linen to do more of a no-line watercoloring. So in my first card, I used a bit darker lines with the Wild Honey. And then I just wanted to test it out and see what it looked like if I used this lighter ink. So I'm doing a 1-layer card. I'm stamping all of my images onto a piece of Canson XL watercolor paper. And then I will start coloring the images. I'm using my distress markers. So for the yellow, I'm using mustard seed, wild honey, and squeezed lemonade. For the pink, I'm using picked raspberry, worn lipstick, and spun sugar. And whereas in the first card, I used a lot of black to accent the little chicks, like for their feet and for the little tufts on top of the party hats, this time I'm using Vintage Photo, a distress marker, to use the fine tip point of that and draw those in. So I just wanted you to see the difference between a darker line that is still not black, and then in this one, the lighter line with the antique linen. And I really like how both of them turned out. I don't really have a favorite. I enjoyed grabbing my distress markers out, and I know a lot of you said that you enjoyed seeing me color with them and inspired some of you to grab yours out. Like I said, I started watercoloring with distress markers, so I feel really comfortable with them and kind of reach for them more often than not if I'm going to do some watercoloring. So I am going to turn on some music while I do the coloring, and then I will catch you at the end of the video as we put the card together and do some finishing touches. So now I'm just doing the finishing touches on the watercoloring, and I'm going to bring in my black glaze pen here, and I'm going to dot in their eyes so that they are nice and prominent on the card, just really pops them back to life. I'm going to use a stitched rectangle die from Lawn Fawn to cut out this panel. I did have the panel cut slightly larger than an A2 size card to begin with. After I cut the panel down, I decided that I wanted to have a little bit more color to the bottom of the card. So I'm just using the walnut stain to give them a little bit more ground to kind of sit on and to put in some of the more darker shadows under the chicks themselves. I'm going to be using the Distress Oxide ink in walnut stain to do the sentiment, which reads, "Yay, yay, yay, it's your birthday," which I think is absolutely adorable for all these little birthday chicks frolicking around. I'm using some heavy duty score tape here to make sure that this heavy watercolor cardstock adheres well to the card base, which is also Canson XL watercolor paper. And once we get that on, the card will be complete. So I hope you enjoyed these 2 cards using the MFT color challenge in the palettes of yellow and pink. I really love how these turned out. I think they're super, super sweet. Thanks everybody for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.